Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Sunshine. Thank you for being here. As I'm sure you know, there have been so many sales in beauty. Nordstrom ran a sale, Sephora ran a sale. I picked up some items and today we're trying on some of those products. I just wanted to share my thoughts on those with you. We're going to do a new makeup try on. Most of this stuff is purchased from the Sephora sale. I think a couple of things might be from Nordstrom. I have on the Prada foundation, Gucci concealer, and the DIOR contour stick. So the first thing that I am just wanting to try out, again, I have tried this once, is the Gold Skin powder. Huge container of powder. It's an ounce of powder. There, you get so much in here, so much. I feel like this will last forever. I've just heard a lot of good things about this powder. I wanted to try it out. I'm going to take a very small powder brush and I'm just going to kind of take it off this puff. I'm going to look at this in my 10 times magnification mirror. Okay, so at 10 times magnification, this is undetectable on the skin. You cannot see that there is any powder sitting on my face whatsoever. It is incredibly finely milled. It doesn't look like powder on my face, but I am completely blurred and set. It's gorgeous. The initial cost is quite expensive, but when you consider the amount of products that you get in here, it's less than some more popular powders. The smell is very, very strong. It's really intense. Like I can smell it even now. We'll see if it dissipates, and it is like a perfumey smell. It smells different than the Terracotta foundation that I have. I love the smell of that. The next thing that I want to try is also by Guerlain Terracotta bronzer. Here is the compact. It's quite pretty. You can see the logo in certain light. It's very lightweight, the compact. That was a little bit disappointing to me for the price. It's like a luxury price, but the compact, although it looks a luxury, it doesn't quite feel. That might not matter to anybody, but I just want to mention it because I like to mention everything. I love the colors in here. It's got like a touch of pink. Some are matte and some are shimmery. So I think it's going to, mix together to make a beautiful bronzer. Like you can see on my brush where it's kind of spotted, where I just dabbed it in there. Let's put it on the face and see how it goes. That bronzer is really, really pretty on the skin. It's quite pigmented. I used a huge brush though and kind of shared it out. If you prefer a pigmented bronzer, I think this could be the one for you. It's quite intense and I love that it's got like all of these different colors. It sits beautifully on the skin. It is undetectable. It's a beautiful bronzer. It's a beautiful shade. It's definitely not glowy, but it's not 100% matte. It looks like skin. I have the Soft Pinch Matte Bouncy Blush from Rare Beauty. I have the YSL Make Me Blush in Rose Haze, and I have the Terracotta Blush in shade 00. I kind of want to try the Terracotta just because I've never tried this formula before. Let me look at the eyeshadow palette that we're going to go with, and that might help me determine which blush shade is going to be the best. The Prada Dimensions in 03 Pulse. This is that palette. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm so excited. They're mostly neutral with just this pop of orange. So I think what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and do the eyes first, and then we'll decide which blush we want to use. I'm going to go in with this shade right here in my crease. It's a very like neutral, almost cool leaning shade. I'm just going to run that throughout my crease. We're going to go in with this deepest shade here. It looks like an eggplant. It doesn't look like an eggplant. It looks like an eggplant color. I'm going to put this on my outer corner. Where did it go? Did I just tap it all off? Did I not get any? That's so pretty, but it looks so purple on the eye. Like, can you see how purple it is? It's much lighter than I thought it was going to be. Like in here, it looks so intense. And on the eye, it's like it's an eggplant color. It's just much less scary, I guess, than I thought it was going to be. Like I tried to go in with the tiniest amount and you really don't have to. That's what I love about these eyeshadows. They're so user-friendly. So I'm going to take that slightly under the lash line, mostly in the outer corner here. So my idea for this orange is just to use it gently in the crease, just to give some warmth here and maybe a pop of orange in the crease. So we'll see if my idea works out. Just going to go in softly here with a fluffy brush. I don't know why I ever doubted that this would apply softly. Like I said, these eyeshadows are so user friendly. It's so hard to mess them up. And I am not like exceptionally good at eyeshadow. It just takes no effort, no effort. I'm sure that you could intensify this and get a really intense orange, but I think I'm going to leave it there. And I'm going to go in with this metallic. Gorgeous. All over the lid. I just prefer to do shimmers with my fingers. I'm going to intensify the purple shade on the outer corner. I'm going to go in quite heavy with it because it's not as intense as it looks in the pan. But I really want that color to show. I kind of want to make it obvious that it's a purple, even though I did not think it was a purple. I did not think it was going to look purple on the eyes. I am going to go in with my Hourglass palette. I always have this in here just because I really like the mirror, and I forget to use this palette. Forget how good this palette actually is in practice. I have to be honest, I don't know if I'm loving this eye look. It's kind of sunsetty. It's like more fall than spring, summer. You know what I mean? It's kind of a dark, like sunset, twilight. First impressions, I'm not loving this palette as much as I love all of my other Prada palettes. I think it's the color story. It's not a super vibrant orange. It's a very soft orange. Going to set my brows real quick with Kulfi Free the Brow. Kind of leaning toward the Rare Beauty, but this one's lighter. You know what? We're going to go in with this one first. If it doesn't give me what I need, we will go in with the Rare Beauty. The other option is, which I'm very excited to try. This was the #1 blush that I wanted to get during the sale. The YSL Make Me Blush in the shade Rose Haze. I want to try all of them. We're going to go in with the Guerlain first. This is in the shade 00 Light Nude. It does not look nude to me. It looks like a very light pink, like a pale pink. This smells good. So the terracotta powders smell like the terracotta foundation, which makes sense. They're part of the same line. They don't smell as perfumey as the powder, but they do have a scent. The fragrance is quite strong in the Guerlain products, but I like it in the terracotta line. I think it's a really nice smell. On the face, it kind of does look, maybe nude. It's like a nude pink. I think that's a light pink. This is the bronzer. And this is the terracotta blush. I feel like I can go in with something else and it won't be too intense. I think we're going to try the Rare Beauty just because I haven't, and I have used the YSL Make Me Blush formula, not that color, but the formula. I'm going to use my Rare Beauty foundation brush. I love this for cream blushes. It's not a blush brush, but it works really, really well with blushes. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to put that on top. That's so pretty. That color is so pretty. Okay, now we are very blushy. Totally okay with that. Totally okay with that. I love blush. Blush is one of my favorite makeup products. It's intense, so once we get everything on, I might tone it down. I'm going to tightline with my Victoria Beckham Satin Kajal. I'm going to line my eyes with my NARS Climax eyeliner. I'll be right back for mascara. Very excited to try this mascara. This is the Kulfi Baddie Lash. I've heard nothing but good things about this mascara, so I am very excited to give it a go. So it does have this plastic bristle wand. I like these. This one looks quite pokey. We'll see. I like a small wand. It really seems to do the best at lifting my lashes. And that seems to be the case here. Wow. That is one coat of the Baddie Lash. If you're like me and find mascara to be like such a boring step, it takes so long, right? With a lot of mascaras, you're building, brushing. It's so bored doing mascara. So I like mascaras that you can get it done quickly. That's why I love the Tower 28. It's such a good mascara to put on your lashes. It lifts them, it holds them. They're dark, they're lengthened, they're volumized. This has given me a very similar vibe as the Tower 28. My lashes are, I'm very short. You've seen my lashes just 30 seconds ago without mascara. They are lifted, they're dark, they're intense, they look longer, they look thicker. And this is my first time using it. First impressions of that are solid. Very good. I am going to line my lips with MAC Stone on the, like I'm going to overline with MAC Stone, and then I'm going to line with Cool Spice. Okay, so for lips, I have a few options. I can't decide which one I want to go with. I have the Prada Lip Balm in Maple. I have the Gucci Satin in Isabel Rosewood. I have the Guerlain Kisskiss Balm in 129B Glow, and I have the YSL Lip Oil in Thunder Sealer. So I'll probably use this on top of whatever lip product that we decide to go with. I'm kind of leaning towards the Gucci. So that is the Gucci Isabel Rosewood. That might take this into fall. Might be too much. And then I have this Guerlain. Oh, that's so pretty. Look at that. That just looks like a sheer like nudie type shade. And then let's look at the Prada lip balm in Maple. It's pretty dark, but it's a lip balm, so I don't think it would, I don't think it's going to be dark. I have already tried on a Prada lip balm in a video, so I think I won't do that now. I think I'm going to go with Isabel Rosewood, and if it's too much, I'll wipe it off and we'll do something else. I just want to see what this looks like. That's so pretty. That is such a pretty shade. This eye look is, to me, a very fall eye look. Not that it matters, wear what you want when you want. Like, I wear what I want when I want. I'm just saying, like, this does not look like a spring summer look to me, which is totally fine. And then the lipstick kind of even further takes it into fall territory. If you're to categorize a look, it doesn't matter, right? I mean, we can wear what we want when we want. I'm just saying overall, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. I think I'm going to wipe this off and I'm going to try the Guerlain and just see how that looks. See if it changes things at all. Probably not. I like that much better. And oh my goodness, what a beautiful formula. I've never tried the Kisskiss lip balms. It is so comfortable and so pretty on the lips. I love that shade. I got this from Nordstrom. They don't have this shade at Sephora. Very happy with that shade. So this is where I would leave it. You know what I mean? This is where I would leave it if I weren't filming a video. But since I am, I kind of want to put on the YSL lip oil on top, just to see what it looks like. I've been so interested in this. It's so beautiful. And it's such a pretty, like, shimmery purple. I mean, I don't think it's going to go with this, but I just want to see what the formula looks like. It's like one of those giant doe foots. It doesn't necessarily alter the color, which, I'm happy for. It's obviously a sheer gloss. I'm trying to swatch it, and you can't see it, but the scent is very, very fruity. Like intensely fruity, in my opinion, but nice. It's a nice scent. And these are supposed to be plumping glosses. I don't feel anything yet, but I'll let you know if that changes. The blush is quite intense, but I'm okay with it. I'm just gonna leave it. Okay, now I feel something happening on my lips and I feel like they're turning red. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for today. I do have some other things that I purchased, but I haven't hauled them yet. So I'm gonna do, I know their sale lasts such a long time, and some of my things shipped and some things were not delivered to me. My order was inaccurate. Like I received something that I didn't order and didn't get anything that I did order. I'm still waiting on that to come in. I do have one more haul. It's things that I ordered in my first haul, but they weren't here yet. Now they're here. Well, some of them are here. Some of them are not. It's a whole thing. But when that comes in, I will be doing another haul. I have a product that was misdelivered that I'm going to see if any of you want. So that's coming up. But let's talk about what we tried on today. Let's just go through everything new that I put on my face today. Starting with this powder. This is the Gold Skin Diamond Micro Powder. By the way, my lips are burning. It doesn't bother me. Like, I'm totally fine with it. I'm just mentioning it. This powder is gorgeous. It really is. I want to put this up against the Chanel powder and the Makeup by Mario powder and all of my favorite powders. I do have to say, first impressions of this, now this isn't a first, I have worn it before one time. Actually putting it on with a full face of makeup, looking at it in my 10 times magnification mirror. It's so pretty. It's so smoothing. I put this under my eyes on top of the Gucci concealer. It looks beautiful. That concealer is not a super creasy concealer anyway, but it looks smooth, healthy and beautiful all over the face. It does not look or feel drying. My skin doesn't feel tight in any way, and it looks so blurred and perfected and smooth. First impressions of this, first impression of this are very, very good. It ought to be for the price, but again, you get so much in this container. The Guerlain Terracotta Bronzer. This is a beautiful bronzer. I really like the way that my skin looks right now, especially here on my forehead. It looks healthy. It's a beautiful color. It's a true bronze. What I mean by that is if I were to go out in the sun and get color, this is what my skin would look like. And it would also have a slight glow to it. And this has a slight glow to it. And it's got just a tiny touch of pink that makes it look sun-kissed on the face. I think that's the whole point of the Terracotta line. I think this is gorgeous. I can't wait to try it with my Guerlain Terracotta foundation. I mean, it's beautiful. I stand by the fact that the packaging does not feel like a luxury compact. It looks luxury. That looks luxurious to me. It doesn't feel luxury, but it's beautiful. The product inside is beautiful, and it is refillable. I really like that. I love when companies offer refills. So this is a hit. The Guerlain blush is really, really pretty. I'm not blown away with it. It's not super unique. You know what I mean? It's a light pale pink blush, a lovely color. It sits beautifully on the skin. I looked at this, you know, before I put on the Rare Beauty on top of it, my 10 times magnification mirror, undetectable on the skin. It doesn't produce any texture on the skin or a heavy layer, very smoothing, very blendable, it melts into the skin. It's very nice. My mind is not blown by this. It's pretty. The Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy Blush in Hope is so pretty. This reminds me a lot of the Swede Beauty blushes. If you've used those Swede Beauty blushes, like you touch them and they feel like a cream, but then when you blend it out on your fingers, it feels like a powder. The good thing about this formula and the fact that it is like a cream to powder is that it's very blendable. That's an intense color, and you can see it there on my thumb. The color is very intense, but it's very easy to blend it out. It's very easy to use it lightly, at least this shade. This was the lightest shade. It's still quite intense for the lightest shade, but it shears out and it's very easy to work with, very blendable. It's a beautiful formula. I will use the YSL blush in another video. I'm very excited to try it. I just felt like with what I had going on my eyes today, that wasn't the best choice, but next time, we'll use it next time. All right, let's talk about the Prada eyeshadow in, what shade is it? In 03 Pulse. I have to say, this is not my favorite eyeshadow palette from Prada. And the reason why is I think because it's a beautiful color story. It really is. It's a very wearable color story. It's not as unique as I was hoping. This color story looks so beautiful here, and it translates beautiful on the eyes. It is not my favorite. The formula is fantastic. Zero complaints about the formula in these Prada eyeshadow palettes. I think it's just the color story is not my favorite. I really like the green one more, and I did order the purple one. I haven't used it yet, but I did order that one. And then I like the Hollow Nudes more than that one. I like it. It's not blowing my mind. Like, I feel like this is kind of a dupeable look. It's my first impression. I could change my mind about it. It might end up being my favorite. As of right now, I'm just kind of like, I like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know. Do you like it? Is it okay? Does it look okay? What do you think? The Kulfi Free the Brow. This is a Sephora recommendation. This is a repurchase for me. I absolutely love this brow gel. It is one of my favorites. It is my favorite moldable brow gel. It's great. The Kulfi mascara, the Batty Lash mascara, I'm very impressed with it. Very impressed with it so far. And I feel like it's very similar to my Tower 28 and the results that it gives me. 2 thumbs up for this. I really like this so far. Unless it flakes or smudges, and I'll update you below if that is the case. Let's talk about the lip products that we tried today. We have the Gucci Satin Lipstick in the shade Isabel Rosewood. This is an absolutely gorgeous lip color. I do feel like it was just like a little too much with because I'm very blushy. I've got a lot going on in the eyes, and I felt like it was a little too much on the lips, but I love the shade and I love the formula. These are very scented. I don't mind the scent, but if you're sensitive to scents, you might. Beautiful color. I'm happy to have a Gucci lipstick again because the last one I had, I didn't like it. I just kind of, anyway. So the Guerlain lip balm, very impressed with this. It says 129 Bee Glow. It is sheer. It is very comfortable, very nourishing. It's my first time trying it, and I think it's a beautiful lip balm so far. So far, so good. I don't know what to think of the lip oils yet. I can see that it has turned my lips like hot pink. I think from the heat of it, I don't think it's pH adjusting. It might be, but I don't think it is. I think it's just because it's a plumping gloss that it has turned my lips quite pink. I don't mind that. I don't mind plumping glosses. They don't bother me. They don't hurt me. I can feel them, but it's like, to me, I'm fine with that. It's not something that bothers me. I know a lot of people it does though. So just beware that this does have that stinging sensation. And the component, like this little ring around here, is just ever so slightly jiggly. Just mentioning it because I'm noticing it. But I think that the color is pretty. You can't see it. Let me see if I can get a swatch. If I leave it, you know, kind of glopped up there, gloopy. If I leave it kind of gloopy there, you can kind of see the color. It's got some shimmer to it. I do feel like you can see the shimmer on the lips. It's really pretty. It's very subtle. It's not like intensely glittery, but you can see some shimmer there. I think it's a beautiful shade for like just putting a soft sheen over any of your lip products. All right, that wraps up this edition of Trying New Makeup. We'll do another one of these because I have more things that I want to try on and show you. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, weekend, day, night, whatever. I want to thank you once again for being here, for spending some time listening to me talk about beauty products. It is something that brings me joy in a chaotic world, in a chaotic life. So thank you for being part of it. If you have any questions, drop them below. Let me know if you have tried any of these products and what your thoughts are on them. I'll see you soon in another video. And until then, please take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.